You know, there are moments in life that crack you wide open. Moments so small they could slip through your fingers, like snow, but so heavy they change everything. This is the story of one of those moments, and how a 7-year-old boy's words led me to discover a truth I'd been too blind to see. I'm Martha. I've been a grandmother for 14 years now, and I thought I'd figured out this whole aging thing pretty well. My Arthur passed 6 years ago, pancreatic cancer, quick and cruel. And since then, I've been living in our old colonial in Connecticut, the one with the blue shutters and the magnolia tree Arthur planted when we were newlyweds. My daughter Rebecca lives 20 minutes away with her husband Tom and their 2 kids, Lily and Jake. That's where this story begins. It was the first Saturday of December, and I'd driven over to Rebecca's house to help decorate their Christmas tree. It's become our tradition. I bring my old ornaments, the ones Rebecca made in elementary school with popsicle sticks and glitter, and we string popcorn while drinking hot cocoa that's never quite hot enough because the kids can't wait. The house smelled like cinnamon and pine when I walked in, my arms full of shopping bags from Target. I'd gone a little overboard on presents for the kids. What else was I going to spend my money on? Rebecca met me at the door, and I noticed immediately that something was off. Her smile was there, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Mom, you didn't have to bring so much," she said, taking the bags from me. "Nonsense. It's Christmas," I replied, unwrapping my scarf. The house was warm, maybe too warm. Tom had always kept the thermostat higher than necessary. That's when Jake came barreling down the stairs, his Spider-Man socks sliding on the hardwood floor. He crashed into my legs with the force of a small hurricane. "Grandma Martha," he shouted, then looked up at me with those enormous brown eyes that reminded me so much of Arthur. "Mom said you won't be here for Christmas." "Hen, you came over. You wore the same sweater you'd worn 3 days before, and it had a stain on it." "Mom, that's not you. You were always so put together." I started to protest, but Tom cut in. "And you forgot Lily's birthday last month. You've never forgotten a birthday in your life." "I didn't forget," I said defensively. I got the date mixed up." "You showed up a week late," Rebecca said softly. "And when I called you on her actual birthday, you seemed confused about why I was mentioning it. The walls felt like they were closing in." "I've been a little scattered, maybe. I'm 68 years old, that's normal." "Mom," Rebecca took my hands, and I noticed how cold mine were compared to hers. "We're worried about you. We think you might be depressed. Or maybe it's early dementia. We don't know, but you're not yourself and it's getting worse." "That's ridiculous," I said, pulling my hands away. But even as I said it, something uncomfortable twisted in my chest. "Is it?" Tom asked, his voice kind. "Martha, you told me the same story about Arthur's..." Sat around their tree, drinking cocoa that was actually hot this time. Jake climbed into my lap. "Grandma?" he whispered. "Yes, honey? I'm glad you're not..."